guys, welcome back to the Sunday Sit Down podcast. This is episode 7.
7, wow.
I know, right? 7 episodes. Crazy, we're getting up there. And hey, we got a special episode planned for y'all. We have a special guest, and we even have a new game. I know we played a new game last episode, but this game is an even newer game that we're going to try out today. So make sure you guys stick around, and we're going to play that around the end of the video. But before we get into anything, before we get to the guest, Cam, how was your week, man? How's life been treating you, man?
Life has been... It's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been like up, down, over the hill and through the woods type vibe, but it's good still. Also, breaking news. I quit my job. Breaking news. I'm about to say story live and in person.
He's free.
I am free. The chains have been broken. Thank God. I'm just kidding. Love my job. Love the people I worked with. They're amazing.
He loved them so much that he had to leave.
I had to go. And again, they understand. And which I'm grateful for. Which I'm very glad I have supportive people behind me and everything in between. They're just, again, wish them all the best. I hope to see everybody there be so successful in what they do and continue to be successful. And it's one less person, so more money for them. So, more money? Can I talk?
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't know if I can talk or not. It's okay. It's early. We're filming this podcast, I think. What time is it?
It's like 3 a.m. No,
3 a.m. Yeah, it's very early.
Yeah.
Let's say,
it's not. It's like 8:30.
Yeah, so I apologize if my speech is not that great. I'm still waking up. But no, yeah, besides that, life has been great. Like I said, I'm starting a new job here in a couple of weeks, which is really fun and really great.
Nice.
I'm in a play, so like I said, stage version of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, Beverly Hillbillies. I've never heard that.
You never seen the Beverly Hillbillies?
No. And I'm not a theater kid, bro.
No, but like it's a TV show.
Is it a TV show?
Yeah, it's like one of those like black and white, like Andy Griffin, like
I love Andy Griffin.
Like Andy Griffin. What's the other ones that's black and white? Like
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote.
Bro, that shit was actually goated, though. Like,
no, it's like, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes,
man.
like the black and white,
like low-key, it's predictable, but it's still fun to watch.
It's still good.
That's funny.
But no, I feel like you would really like it. I would watch the show first so you get an idea before y'all come and see it. But like, it's really. Yeah. Really funny, like you kind of like about this. I'm not gonna go into the.
It's about a hillbilly, right?
It's about a hillbilly family that moves to Beverly Hills and they strike oil and they become millionaires like that overnight. And then they move to Beverly Hills and they're all the antics.
Are you playing one of the hillbillies?
Yeah.
Are you put on like a little country swing to it?
I'm not. Yeah, a little like that. I'm not gonna give too much away because. Target, what's going on here? Yeah, like that type of.
Got half arm.
But no. But no, yeah. So I'm playing. I'm gonna say one of the main characters, which has been really fun, really great. It's been difficult a little bit, because I'm just gonna be honest, because it's an older character and it's again an iconic character.
You gotta like channel the old vibes.
Yeah,
do like method acting.
Yeah,
with the cane or something.
With the cane, and this like I also have a daughter who is my like.
Same age as you?
Same age as me, but like
really
I'm
weird.
playing her
Dad?
Father. Yeah, so it's
is
like
she at least like a little shorter or?
Oh yeah,
okay.
And she doesn't look
anyway
all like me.
Okay,
so that'll be even more funny. So it's able to see that, but no, yeah. So channeling that, I was saying, again, doing a different type of acting and like again, just growing myself as a actor, performer, like just I feel like that's stretching me a little bit, which again it's painful. It's like growing pains, but like it's good for you, but it's like still painful.
Yeah.
But
one thing I am curious about, so when you are like, let's say you get into these roles, like what is your like methods of like getting ready? Like are you like straight method and like you're like I'm thinking about this character when you're on stage, like I am the character, or is it more of like you feel like you're just embodying what you have with you, like in that moment? Or do you like try to channel into that character?
Well, I think I try to do a little bit of both nowadays. Like, because like when I was a kid, it was like, oh, I'm playing a character on stage, and it's like I am myself, and like I add like hinges of myself to it, and everything. But now I feel like as I'm growing into my career and growing into my art, that I am trying to be more like the character. Like you may see, like you're in the audience, you're like, oh, that's Cam up there, like that's Cam, performing, but it's. Like, in the scene and in the moment, I am the character, and whatever I'm saying, like, this was helped me a lot with this role in particular, like, knowing why I'm saying the words I'm saying, and what is the intention behind the words I'm saying, and what are my intentions with this certain character, and why is he saying what he's saying, or why is he doing what he's doing, and all those things. Again, like, being a 23-year-old compared to, like, a 50-something-year-old father with a teenage daughter, it's like... two completely different,
Yeah, you gotta like
sides
put
of
yourself
the
in the
coin.
mindset, right?
Yeah, get myself
home
in the
every
mindset.
night, drinking alcohol.
No, drinking moonshine. I'm making some in the back if y'all want some.
Where's dinner?
Where's dinner? I scanned the possum there last week. No, that's like.
Just imagine just come home, see your mom, you're just like acting like some 50-year-old.
Just like, just like over here washing my clothes on a washboard or something. Yeah.
No, but that makes sense. No.
So yeah, again.
So more so like you're not really like when you're at home, like you're not like straight up. Like,
oh no, I'm not like
method.
no
like,
straight
it's
method.
It's just like when you get there, you're like, all right, I'm locked in right now.
Yeah, I'm locked in. I'm
Makes
saying
sense.
my words,
Makes
and like I said, and I'm knowing again my intention behind the words, and again how would this character feel in this moment, and the pacing of it, and just like I am LaCameron performing as this character, but I can't be LaCameron with the character.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can add like little moments where I'm like, oh, this is funny. Let me turn it this way to make it more funny because that's how my comedy style is. But I still have the intention of, well, if the character would do it, then but it's LaCameron would do it, but the character wouldn't, then I won't obviously go my route. I would go with what the character's doing. So
makes sense.
So that's when again come out. It will say it's Mother's Day weekend. It will say May 15th and the 16th, Murray County Arts Guild. Come check us out. It's going to be great. Show tickets are already live. I will say I will send.
Go buy those tickets.
Go buy those tickets. We'll probably link them down below.
Can we probably link it in the description?
Yeah, we
right?
can.
Yeah, we'll put a link.
We'll send a link. Say if you want to support, come and support. We love.
I'll put my Cash App down there too.
Yeah, let's say Cash App Jared your ticket money, and then we'll buy the tickets for you guys.
Yeah. There's gonna be an extra fee, but we just worry about that later.
We'll worry about it later.
Anyway.
But no, yeah. So besides doing the play and working, and figuring out that this new chapter of my life going forward, I would say that's pretty much it. That's what's going on with me. So
yeah.
So what's been going on with you? What's been happening?
Dude, bro, nothing as exciting as that. Playing a hillbilly. That's
no,
pretty sick,
no. I think there's a lot more.
And get a new job. I mean, dude, for me, it's like honestly just same thing, right? I mean, just working every single week. Was it last week? Yeah, not this last week, but the week before that, Easter, the week after Easter, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I took that week. I took some time off just to work on some music, catch up on some sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like always working. I'm just like always working, going to the gym. So I'm like always super tired all the time. So I'm like I want to get some more sleep, right? So, but yeah, I worked on a little bit of music. Got some new stuff I'm working on. And yeah, it's pretty much just spent time with family. Just kind of chilling, helping a friend move out of the house. Yeah. I told you about that, which is pretty dope because I didn't even know this, but they gave me some free Legos for helping them out. So I'm like,
I know that's good commission right there.
Amen. I said, if you want to speak to me,
I'm saying you want to like. Hey,
I might be 22 now, but Legos are still my vibe, man.
Legos hits.
I like to sit down and just build some Legos. Something about it just puts me in a good mood, man.
Well, hey, and like you said, one of those activities or something again that you love, and that it brings against a sense of like. Again, who you are, and again, you can go again, like you get out of that mindset of like, oh, I'm always on the grind, I'm always working, I'm always doing this, and that's just your peace for like however long it takes you to build those Legos,
Exactly.
So that's really great.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just watching shows, movies, per usual. We watch.
What is it?
We watched Twilight. It's so bad.
It is, but for that, okay, because I understand that.
Here's the problem. So like when Bree watches something, she has to finish it, right? So like we can't just like watch the first one and not watch the rest. So we had to watch all.
So you watch all Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2,
bro. When I tell you I was scrolling on my phone the whole time. It's so bad. I don't know. We don't talk about it.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. If you like Twilight, that's your tea, but just not for me. It's not my cup of tea.
No, and that's okay.
But yeah.
But I think also for the time period, since it was kind of like Harry Potter, like the hype around it and the books were so like, they're making this a movie and it's a movie and everything. And I think again, people are just
so there was one scene that the Edward character says like, "You're like a drug to me." It's like
Robert Pattinson. We love you, Robert Pattinson.
Hey, yeah, stick to Batman.
Stick to Batman.
Stay out of
Twilight. Don't become a vampire anymore. So here I have one question to ask you since you watched all the Twilight movies.
No.
Are you Team Edward or are you Team Jacob?
Oh my god, I'm Team neither, bro. I hate both of them, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Jacob is like he's such a pushover, bro. he's like sitting there the whole time, and then to find out he ends up with her daughter. is the most crazy plot twist I've ever seen in my life. Did you know that?
No.
So in this in the part one of there's like a part one and part two. I think it's called like
Breaking Dawn
or Blonde. Is that what it's called?
Is it Breaking Dawn?
I think that's what it's called.
I want to say so. Yeah.
They have a kid, right? And the whole like plot of part one is like she's like struggling because the kid's a vampire and it's like sucking her blood out. This might be a little graphic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
And I don't really care for vampire stuff, to be honest. It's kind of whatever. But yeah, either way. So then they have a kid, or they were having a kid, and the kid pops out, and then as the kid popped out, like Jacob like has this like I guess calling or something to the kid, so that he finds out that his love for what's her Bella. Yeah. It wasn't actually for Bella. It was for her child, and I'm just like, yeah. So. If you're into that weird stuff, I mean, to you, man.
If you into
but I'm just like, what the?
We're not gonna yuck
your
young,
bro.
Yeah, we're not gonna yuck your.
She's like, hey, he was like, hey, I can't get your mom, but I get you. Hey,
you're an extension of the person that I actually wanted, so I think I'm gonna go with you, so I can still sit at the dinner table.
It's
and look
bro,
at your mom. That's crazy.
Bro, let's just say I'm happy we're done with that.
No.
but yeah, so yeah, I watched Twilight. That was something that happened recently, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. Just working, took some time off, worked on music. Good. Nothing too exciting, to be honest.
Nothing too crazy. Well, speaking of excitement, we'll say again, first guest of the year. We're really excited. Today's guest is a personal favorite of mine. We'll say she is a wonder of a mixologist. She is a mother to future Olympians and Michelangelos. She's a boss individual who loves the drama that gets dropped weekly across the Bravo universe. Shout out Bravo. We'll say Andy Cohen, whatever. You can catch her at the bar, serving, sipping, and or spilling the tea. Sometimes all at the same time.
Oh, snap.
Welcome to Sunday Sit Down. My coworker, ex-coworker, but coworker for the time being. Kayla!
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Well, hello, yes. Kayla.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so well. How are you?
We're great. Welcome to Sunday Sit Down.
Thank you. That intro was perfect.
Perfect. Well, like I said, all of it's true. So, like I said, I wanted to write something that was you in a nutshell. So then everybody here and everybody, like I said, people who don't know you will know a little bit of who you are, but we're going to dive deeper into who you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, yeah, first of all, we discussed our lives. How's your life going?
Yeah, how's
I'm tired.
She's like, I don't want to be here.
It's too early. Call time was way too early.
Right, this is Saturday. This
is the day you're supposed to sleep in.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I feel that.
Anything for like Cameron. So I'm fine.
Dang, don't be a friend.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm a mom of two, so I'm just always tired. And I bartend, so I'm always tired.
I could imagine so. Yeah. What does your work week look like? How many work days you work a week?
I really can't complain. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. And that's it for like 6 hours every shift. So
it's not terrible.
No, it's
besides
really
having to deal with customers. But...
Yeah. That just comes with the territory and whatnot. So, but it's fine. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing wild. Nothing crazy. So yeah, well that's good. We do have a couple of questions. Okay. I'll say here for you. Let's say
before we get into those.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we were talking about it, I did see you kind of making some head. What were your thoughts on Twilight?
Oh,
I noticed you over there. I noticed you over there kind of having some things.
Okay, so
give us a little tea.
I have a 10-year-old daughter who just discovered Twilight, and at first I was like, I don't know if I want her watching this or not, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll watch it with her. Then I was reminded.
It's a lot.
So much. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and fast forward to Bella having a baby, and then the baby. Also, when she's pregnant with the baby, like you said, it's like sucking her blood. So she's deteriorating as she's also growing a human, and then. The birth scene is wild. That's also just a heads up if you guys decide to watch it, which is crazy. She's like trying not to die. And then the Team Jacob versus Team Edward, and Jacob being in love with her for forever, and then just settles for her daughter. She's a child, by the way, this whole time. And he's just in love, and it's very wild and strange.
It's weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm a millennial. So this was like really big when I was in high school. Twilight was. So it's a little bit of a blast.
Blast from the past.
When you guys brought that up.
Yeah, sure. That was my first time watching it through. So
oh my goodness,
it was interesting.
Like you said, it had its time, and it was the time period, like you said, like it was.
Oh, I saw it in theaters. That's right. That's the whole time was, and it always came out like around my birthday. So me and my friends would go and like see the new Twilight movie
for your birthday.
For my birthday. Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Oh, so did you ever read the books before you watched the movie, or was it? Oh, okay, so it was just the movie. It was just a movie thing.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm the same. Are you a big book reader or no?
No. If it's going to be on a screen,
exactly.
Then
I'm like, why waste my time reading a book when I just go watch the movie?
But I appreciate the books. I appreciate whoever wrote the story originally and whatnot. But no, on the screen, girl.
Kind of makes you wonder what they were on when they were writing that.
Yeah, that's concerning.
You know, would be a good idea of werewolf to marry a vampire's daughter. Child
bride.
Crazy.
Child bride. Crazy. So again, let's go into these questions here. Okay. So, as I stated in your intro, you are not only a connoisseur of mixed beverages, but of also reality TV.
Yes.
Amongst the variety of tropes in reality TV, let's say with dating, lifestyle, let's say competition, all those things, which style do you think, it's a two-part question, which style do you think you would be most successful in? And if you were given the opportunity to star one, particularly about the workplace, would you do it?
That's a good question. I definitely like being a viewer, and I like having my opinion. Now thinking about being on like a show like that, yeah, because I'm a star.
You thought he's talking when she walked in, guys. Like, it's like.
No, I love reality TV. I think it's super interesting, and I know that it can be controversial and whatnot. But I like shows like Vanderpump Rules, Southern Hospitality, Housewives and whatnot. And being in the service industry and a bartender, I can see how things are like, oh, that's actually kind of real. Yeah, some things may be scripted, but it's entertaining, and you get to see kind of the behind the scenes of everything. And I'm sure we'll get into it. In the workplace, there's a lot of drama in the workplace, and it can be entertaining. So I see, honestly, genius for them to come up with these ideas and shows and whatnot. But
not
wrong.
Yeah.
Something about drama is just entertaining.
It's just like
I don't like my own drama, but seeing other people's drama.
Oh yeah, a good distraction is.
Yeah, it's like whenever you see someone fighting at a table, and just like you can just look over there, and you're just like, this is entertaining.
Yeah,
he's like, ooh, he's like, do it again.
He said what?
I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. So, which style do you think you would be the most successable in? But let's say with that, like say your experience working in the service industry and everything, like which. Like even like across the board, like Love Island, let's say Survivor, let's say what's that one show? Special Forces, like and everything like that, and like or again like Southern Hospitality, Vanderpump Rules. Like which setting do you think you would be?
I honestly
the most successful in?
Probably. I'm glad that you mentioned Special Forces. I would really enjoy being on like a setting or a show like that. Fun fact, I was in JORTC in high school, so I like anything military. I find that super interesting. Yeah. And for that show particularly, I like how they kind of dive deep into like your issues or problems or things you want to work with. So like it's super intense and entertaining when it comes to like their challenges and whatnot. But then I like when they notice like, okay, why was this hard for you? And they dive deep. I think that's super cool. And I really connect with that, with like the humor, the adrenaline, and then also the seriousness and being able to learn a lesson, and the viewer being able to sit back and think like, oh, maybe I have that issue too, or why do I do this and whatnot. If any of that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, it's a deep dive again, like not only into who you are as a person, but how work you well with others and your strengths and your weaknesses. Let's say with working within that team. Yeah. So, and working in the service industry, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. Yes, and that's just, again, and just working with customer service in general, with you working with, going across the whole state, pretty much the country.
Well, I say the probably the most guilty thing about my job is I actually don't have to deal with customers.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I only do. So I used to somewhat when I worked at the stores, but now that I work for Discount Tire, so I go around and like drive around and pick up tires at all our stores around the region. We have like 38 to I think we have like almost 40 stores around the entire region. So I varies from all the way from like Johnson City all the way to like Memphis area.
Okay.
So all across
you are
the state.
traveling. Okay.
So yeah, I travel quite a lot.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't just talk to store guys, so I don't really have to. That's one thing I'm like. I don't really have to deal with customers.
Don't have to deal with the public.
Yes. So, I mean, there are some cool things that happen. I mean, with customers and stuff like that. I used to also get pretty good tips too. I'm not gonna lie, because you aren't supposed to take tips, but if a guy walks up to you and like, "Here's $20," I'm like,
nice.
Thank you. I was like, I'll take my
say less. Right? So, but yeah. But yeah, kind of segued into that with the customers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Cam said you were a mother, or you said you were a mother.
Yes.
And working, at a bar or wherever you're working at, even anywhere with customers, you kind of deal with childish people or even people who are just immature sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of like story or anything you can kind of think of first thing that comes to mind of like either a customer or even an employee interaction where you're like had to use kind of like your mother instincts or even just like deal with it in like this person's acting like a child right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I'll start off by saying when you become a bartender, you always have to get your ABC license.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, and a server too. But it's a long test, takes about 3 hours. And you're sitting there and you're going over everything that comes with alcohol. So, I'll say I've learned when a guest comes in, the first thing that I'm seeing is in a non-judgmental way, how tall they are, how much they weigh, if it looks like they've already been drinking before, if it looks like that they're on any medication, because those are all the things that I have to think about before I even offer them a drink, because then it's on me. Just for safety reasons for them.
Yeah.
And
are
then
you
also
liable? Are you liable?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
We can go to jail.
You can.
Seriously.
So if I overserve someone and they were to get in their car and they were to unfortunately hurt themselves or someone else, and the law was involved, they can come to me. They should come to me. And they need to see my ABC license. They're going to ask for a receipt of how much I've served them. And then I can be liable and be at fault for like whatever happens as well. So it's like a very serious thing.
Yeah,
like, yes,
so
it's
I would
fun.
Take that seriously.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Crazy.
So that's why the test is serious. TABC comes in all the time and make sure that everybody has their license. It's definitely not something to, mess with. Also, another thing, if someone's pregnant, I technically can't refuse to give them alcohol. If someone were to come in and says, "Hey, I want a vodka soda," I have to give it to that person because I can't discriminate.
Yeah.
But those are just the first things I think about. And then once I'm like, okay, you're good, you can have a cocktail or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little crazy when it comes to like cutting people off. Where I'm like, if you're slurring your words or I've had people fall asleep at the bar. I've had people bothering other guests and customers. I've had people bothering me or being hit on, and it's just like you're becoming gross and sloppy. That's when like my mom mode comes. I'm like, okay, you're done. And like that's it. We're not having a conversation about it. Here's some water, here's your check. Goodbye. But
that's crazy. Fall asleep at the bar is crazy.
Oh, I've had so many people.
You serious? How do you get them out of there?
You kind of just like wake them up.
I just get a double water.
Get out! Whoa!
And I'm like, hey, we're not in bed. It's time to go home.
That's crazy. How late are you guys open?
Well, at the restaurant I work at currently, we're only open from like 8 on the weekdays and then 9 on the weekend, so Friday and Saturday. But I did used to work in downtown Nashville, where we would be open until midnight, sometimes 2 a.m. I wouldn't get home until 4 a.m. So I'm very grateful for my hours now. And that's where I have like the craziest stories. I've had someone before on New Year's Eve. We're super slammed. There's tons of people. We're way over capacity. And I wasn't making his girlfriend's drink fast enough, even though I had tickets down to the floor. And I'm like, hey, I'll get her a drink as soon as possible. He took his full beer bottle and just threw it right at my head. And we're like 3 feet away from each other. And then...
Did it hit you?
Oh, yeah. Square that. I have a scar on my forehead from where I got hit. Gosh. So, like, the things like that where I'm like, okay, you're done. You're getting out. Yes, I want to press charges. Because, like, things like that are just... stupid. I could have gotten seriously hurt. Somebody else could have got seriously hurt.
Did you actually did press charges on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so.
No, because
it's just so many things. And that's why the Nashville crowd, I just had to get out of there.
I can't stand that.
I was pretty much
yeah.
over it. Yeah.
Where did you work on Broadway?
Oh, no.
No, it was like outside of Broadway. That would be like the worst.
Well,
it's
like one step up from Broadway, but it was, just not dive bar, more like signature cocktail bar, but still you have some of those people that are either getting ready to hit Broadway or unfortunately they've already hit Broadway and they made their way to the bar that I'm working at, but...
That's wild,
yeah.
Bro. I couldn't imagine seeing a beer bottle chucked
like,
in my face.
Chucked at your head, and then you're like...
just like 3 feet away, too.
Yeah, and I still have 4 more hours left in my shift.
Dude! I would have been like, I'm out of here, bro.
No, I was like, I'm done.
I'm taking my tips and dipping, bro.
Y'all can go, and I'll be out of here. Oh,
gotta make that money.
Hey.
That's wild.
The hustle is real.
So you would definitely say your experience... Now, you work here in Columbia?
I work here in Columbia.
Or your experience over here is a lot better than Nashville.
Oh, yes, it's calm, it's quiet. You still got some of those crazy people out there, but...
there are some wild people.
There are some wild people. Yeah.
Columbia.
I think I know a couple too.
But for the most part, everyone here is pretty tame and responsible.
That's good.
No beer bottles being thrown at my head. No, not yet.
That's
not. Say not yet.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know if this is something about me or about them, but yeah, not yet.
Definitely them. That's crazy
for sure. Because why in the world? That's crazy.
I can't imagine. Bro.
And then you're wasting your drink, and that's again no, like you said, on you. Like
it's already charged. So it doesn't matter.
No, right. So like you said, it's like why it doesn't make sense. Like for you to get that upset over anything. Period.
Somebody else's
drink. Somebody else's
that's
drink.
Coming.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still together. Do you think?
I hope not.
I hope no, because like that would literally
bro.
be the sign like. Oh, you're throwing... If you threw a bottle at the bartender, I bet you can throw a bottle at me. Like, that would be the first thing I would think of.
She's probably drunk, bro. She probably was just like...
probably.
Yeah, the whole time I didn't see her. When we were outside talking to the cops and everything, she was nowhere to be found. So
she dipped out of there.
It was probably her opportunity to peace out.
She said, the cops involved, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
That's so crazy.
Oh, wow, that is crazy. Oh, my gosh.
I feel like that's, for me, I've never been a bartender, obviously, but if I was going to go into that, that'd probably be the scariest thing for me is the unpredictability of everyone walking in. Yeah, because everyone you never know. Intoxicated. Like, that's another thing you have to remember that, like, okay, I'm the adult in the room. I guess that pretty much answers your question, is that once everyone has started to consume, you're now the adult in the room, even if they're older than you and whatnot. You're responsible for all, like if I have a full bar top, I'm responsible for all these people. Not only that, I make drinks for the bar top. There's something that's called a well, and I call it hell. But you're making the drinks for the entire restaurant as well. So not only am I giving full service, dining service of food and everything, I'm making drinks for them. I'm making drinks for my table, my section, and then I'm also making drinks for the entire restaurant at the same time. There's a lot of multitasking going into it, but I'm also responsible for, like if Cameron has a table that are ordering drinks, I'm responsible for making sure the measurements are correctly. I'm not over serving anyone. Yeah, Cam. Yeah. You don't need more.
Well, no, she does. As I said, she's amazing. Like I've worked. Oh my gosh, I'm acting like I'm again. Bow down to you because you are the one who has all the experience and all the years of service industry stuff. Like I've been.
You haven't had a beer bottle.
I haven't made it far. I haven't made it yet.
He hasn't unlocked that badge.
I haven't made it yet.
He's trying not to get it.
No, I haven't made it yet. So I haven't got that badge of honor yet. So hopefully never. I probably would be like Jared. I quit. I'm done. This is it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Bye. See y'all later. Never coming back again. Yeah. But like for my experience, like I've only been in the service industry for about 23, maybe like 5-ish years. So like again, I'm getting up there, and again, not as much as you, but again, like you said, like that having to take care of so many people at once, and again, so many different people at once, which can be a blessing and a curse, because you meet so many different people. You like say you can see them in so many different walks of life come through, and you meet them, and you again, like sometimes you go deeper in the relationship, get to know them more, and everything. But then you have those people who are, they get a little antsy, or they get, like where's my stuff, or like where is it? I'm like, well, my bartender is taking a little bit longer because she again has to take care of everybody else in here, not just you. And you think that your lemon drop should take 2 seconds when there's so many, especially in a place where we work, like it's a very like classy, upscale, fine dining, like casual fine dining, but it does like it's a signature cocktail. It's not just your lemon juice, vodka, sugar rim, and that's it. You know, it's like a lot more goes more, like you said, a lot more steps go into it than just throwing something together and serving it to the people, because it's not only about how it tastes, it's also the presentation.
Yes.
And I think as a bartender, again, that is one of, I admire, again, like just all like the precision and the presentation of it all, to where it's like, oh, this is a pretty, I call it pretty drink. Like every time I see a cocktail or anything that's like really nice, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty drink.
I love a garnish.
I love a good garnish. And it's just like, oh, like I don't even want to drink it because it looks so good. I'll just take a picture of it and that's it, you know, and I just let it sit there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So it's like very, like, again, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Again, like you said, it's, again, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But with the right personality and with the right like, again, worth ethic that I would say that you have, it really does, let's say, show that not only that you're good at your job and you're good at what you do, but again, you as a mother, like those instincts and like that can also play into your job to where you're having, again, like you said, to be the adult in the room, to be the person who has to be like, okay, hey, you're cut off, or hey, hey, wait 1 second, I have to go over here real quick to grab this and I'll be right back, okay? So it's like all that wrapped up, not only in your personal, like I guess where personal meets professional.
Yeah.
And it's just like a balance of both, and then being able to balance both, again, like you said, with your hours, of saying, you know, being like basically having two jobs. I always say that's being like any type of parent, whether you're a single parent, married parent, co-parent.
Correct.
It's a whole nother job in itself. And
it's
like, again,
responsibility,
big, huge responsibility. Yeah. So it's just, again, like, it's like another job. So it's like you basically working 2 full-time jobs, and it's like, you're killing it. And it's just like, and I don't, again, that's another thing I think personally. And again, I'm not just like blowing up, like blowing, like I was like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I'm like the president of the Kayla Club. But it's just like, no, but it's like, I feel like people who are in the service industry, like until, and again, I'm like I said, just like you worked with customers and everything like that, but people who work in like the restaurant industry, I feel like don't get their flowers like they should, because as much as, you know, you are like, well, my food's taking a little bit longer. Well, yeah, that is, again, I see both sides of it where, well, yeah, I've been waiting 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Yeah. And like, I do deserve to feel some type of way about that.
Yeah.
But maybe because of the place you are in, or maybe because there's something going on in the kitchen, like there's no, you know, you may never know unless your server or your bartender communicates that with you. But say, and that's just, again, what comes with the cake, because then again, why did you come to a restaurant? You're here because service and everything.
But, I mean, like front of house gets like the crappy end of the stick when it comes to like working in the service industry, because your server or bartender can do absolutely everything correct. You place your order, they put it into the computer system, you know, as soon as you order it. And then like after that happens, then like everything else is out of their control. So like if your food's taking forever and or your food comes out wrong, or there's something missing, or your steak is undercooked or overcooked, like they're the ones that are going to be blamed. They're the ones working for the tips. And so please stop blaming your server on things that is not your server's fault. Just so everyone knows, and just in case you're not aware, servers normally make $2.13 an hour, at least here in the state of Tennessee. Bartenders will make $5 an hour if they're lucky. So we really rely on tips. And something that's amazing about the place that I work, we have a lot of couples, or a lot of staff members that are married or have kids. So your tips are how we feed our kids too and pay for our bills. So just all like, be patient and give grace to your servers and your bartenders, because we're giving you tons of grace as well. Most of the time, if we could be having the worst day ever, we could not be feeling well. We could be exhausted and tired, but no matter what, we have to have a smile on our face. And we don't get to have a bad day when we come into work. You may be coming in. The service industry is great. And one thing I love is that when everyone joins together around food, when there's a birthday, you're joining together, you're having drinks, you're having a great meal. When there's a wedding, when there's a death, even, you come together around food. So it really is an honor to be able to serve other people in their happiness or their mourning as well. But be there for us as well.
Give grace, y'all.
Yeah, give us grace.
Like I said, I didn't want your food to take 45 minutes neither. I actually wanted your food to come out sooner.
I'm just as frustrated as you are.
I wish I could flip this table and you all can go home and be happy, go home full, and I can make more money. So
and give grace for the kitchen too, because they are, drowning in tickets as well when they have 50 steaks and 100 burgers they got to make, and there's only 3 of them back there. Like, could you cook for that many people? No. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people just need to be more understanding.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, if you were in the same position, could you actually do any better?
Literally.
It's like, right? Some people are, like, entitled. Like, they're like, I need my stuff right now. It's been 20 minutes. I'm like, brother.
I know. You got your own kitchen at home, too. If you want to make yourself a steak, I'm sure it would be done so quick.
Really quickly. Right.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
No, that is crazy. So again, like, I'm gonna touch on this too, and then we'll get into our game. So, I'm just gonna touch on it. With drinking culture.
Yeah.
And like you said, in general, across the board, whatever. As you all know, I am a fan of a good cocktail. I love a good drink. I love the experience that comes along with it. Because again, like you said, it's whether you're celebrating something, you're with, again, spending time with friends and fellowship and all those types of things. Like, it does bring a lot of joy sometimes, but then it can also have its negatives, let's say, as well. So as a bartender in particular, let's say, where do you stand on where is that line for you when it becomes a problem? When you do have a regular, they come in, they're happy, they're joyful, and everything like that is good, but they are obsessively drinking every single time you serve them, or just in general in culture, like people who excessively drink like that. Yeah. Again, like, people do what they want to do. I'm not your mom, I'm not your daddy. I can't control what you do. You're an adult, you're a full functioning adult, you do you. But where, again, like, is that line and that boundary for you personally in that? And then for people who, again, like, Jared doesn't drink as much as you could talk on it a little bit more too, like your experience and stuff like that. But like, for people who don't do it, and like that, again, that being a taboo thing, like you don't drink, like that being a thing, like, where is all that for you personally?
Sure. So I'll start by saying I am prohibition style cocktail trained. So I like the craft of like old fashioned, Negroni, Boulevardiers, Vucres, all those pretty cocktails. Yeah, and I really love history, and so that's why I really got into that. Now I do appreciate someone that wants to come in and just get like a vodka soda. That's totally fine. But one thing I love about the restaurant that I work at is that it's a full experience. So people aren't necessarily coming in to just get drunk or over consume. So when they come and sit down at the bar, we're going over food, and then they're able to see me make a drink as well. So I'm also like teaching a little bit about the history and why this ingredient is in there. And I slow down the process so they're not just like chug, chug, chug. Now that comes with when they sit directly at the bar. When they're at the table, that's on the servers. And normally it's a little bit faster pace. Now, when someone comes in and they're just there to consume, I'm able to clock that pretty quickly. That's part of my skill, plus doing it for a really long time. That's when I have, my ABC goggles on, where I'm making sure, okay, are they eating any food? Are there any carbs in there? How much are they drinking? What are they drinking versus beer, wine, liquor, a mixed cocktail? There's a lot of things to think about. Some people see bartenders as therapists. I'm always there to talk and help you out. But as soon as like the consumption has gotten heavier, which means the oversharing has gotten heavier, and I'm like, okay, I don't think this is a good situation. Did you drive here? Most likely. And so again, that's when I become liable and responsible. So I'm able, over the years, learn to cut it off without being like, you're cut off, you're done, get out of my bar. And then I'm also able to see if there's a problem reoccurring. Like if you're always coming in and maybe there's tears, or you're talking about a breakup, or you and your partner are fighting at the end of the night and I'm having to like break that up, then I know the next time you come in, then we're probably going to take it a little bit slower. You're able to gain relationships with your guests that come and sit at your bar as well. you start to get regulars, and they really do start to become family, especially once you're drinking, you become more vulnerable. So they kind of feel like you're family. So you're able, like, I have a few regulars that come in where I can literally say straight up, like, hey, I think we're done tonight. Like, let's go ahead and let's call Jane to come pick you up, which is like their wife or something. Or I'm able to just use the skill to end it. Now, with your question about people who don't particularly drink that much or at all, I still love them. I'm not like, ew, get away from me. It's one challenges me because if they want something fun to drink other than just like a Diet Coke or a water, that really challenges me when it comes to my creativity. And I love that. I love being challenged. I love being able to make a pretty fun drink without there being alcohol in it. I don't think that you have to go to dinner and you have to have alcohol. I'm a bartender. I do like to partake in alcohol, but sometimes I just really don't want to for health reasons. And also just, I don't need alcohol to have a good time. And I want to remind everyone, you don't need alcohol to have a good time. And it's okay to have one or two drinks. You don't have to overconsume. When you overconsume, you can hurt yourself. You can hurt others. You can hurt the people around you that you love, and it can just cause a lot of other issues. So you don't have to overconsume, but you can also enjoy a cocktail responsibly, as you should.
What would you say as someone who doesn't drink? What would you say is the best non-alcoholic drink?
Ooh, I have one. So,
I could try.
Okay. Well, you'll have to come and see me to do it.
Okay.
Also, it might be fun depending on the bartender if you're just like, hey, I don't drink, but I would really enjoy like a fun mocktail if you can, and then give them like a preference of what you want. Like, I like something like more refreshing, or I like something more fruity, or ooh, can you make me like a strong, bold cocktail, but NA, like without any. So that also depends on where you go. But for me, I would make you a NA cinnamon hibiscus sour.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I make a hibiscus tea in-house. I just take dry hibiscus flowers. You just turn it into a tea. I won't get all into that. A little bit of fresh lemon juice, some cinnamon bitters in there, or some type of tincture with cinnamon. Don't get scared. I'll put an egg white in there. And an egg white. So a sour, traditionally, you put an egg white in there. You dry shake it, which means you shake it without ice at first, and then you add ice to it and shake it. You're not going to get sick. If your bartender is a good bartender, they'll know how to make it so that you don't taste the egg white, but it gives it that really nice, pretty foam on top. And then I'll probably just top it off with soda water, and it's super refreshing. It's good for you. Little extra protein, and
sounds good.
It's pretty easy drink. Normally I don't tell people if I put an egg white in there, unless they're like, I have an egg allergy, then I won't put that in there. But if you see sour on anything, most likely, traditionally, it will have an egg white. But yeah, that's what I would make you.
Sounds pretty good. I'll have to come try that.
No, I'll say, you have to try it out. See, and that's the thing what I love, especially as a person who, like, knew he wanted to participate once I turned 21 to participate in like the drinking culture, like again, because it's like you see the fun side of it, and it's like everyone has a good time and everything. I appreciated a mocktail so much because again, it made me feel like, oh, I'm still a part of the crowd, without it being like I'm getting messed up, I'm getting turned up. You know what I'm saying? And it's great, like different notes, different flavor profiles, like mixing that all together. Like I said, again, it's creative, it's expressive, and it is it still, again, makes you feel a part than versus like not doing it all. Or you're the one, again, sipping a Diet Coke in the corner, like, he's over there sipping a Diet Coke. Look at him. He's not part of cool kids. But again, it's sometimes like, well, you're destroying your liver, sir. Like, I don't know. Like I said, you're actually active, like you're destroying that a little bit each time you do it. But no, again, like it still, brings everybody together regardless of what you believe, how you do, and everything like that. And that's why, again, I just also love about drinking culture and everything. Because, again, it's the fun side of it. And, again, you bring, again, the celebration and all the things and everything. Like, it really does bring people together. Like back in the day, they was over here sipping mead and like huzzah and like they would cheers and toast and do all those things. And again, you see that across time. Like it's just like how it's changed, how it's, again, with like nowadays in this generation, like people are not drinking as much, or like it's starting to kind of flip over from that fact. Like I would say millennials, like because again, we looked up to you guys and we're like, oh my gosh, they're partying, they're going out, they're having a great time, blah, 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 blah. And like, that was such a culture then, but now it's kind of more of the demure, like very, we're tired, we're done, like we're going to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, we have 9 to 5s now, like it's not, we're all stressed out, so why would we drink when we're already stressed out? So, like I said, that's a really good answer, and thank you. So, speaking of celebrations, would you like us to go into our game?
Oh, yes. I was like, what? What are we celebrating?
Like, what are we celebrating? The 7th episode, the number of completion.
Yeah, 7. The holy number of 7.
7.
Oh. Okay, so we have a new game. The game is called Sit Up or Sit Down. So, Cam, you want to ask the first question?
Sure, yeah. So, since you are a bartender, and I dabbled in making drinks here and there, sit up or sit down, being the bartender at every family function.
Oh, sit down.
Sitting down?
Yeah, that means like I'm not trying to do that.
You're not trying to say sitting down. Every family function, I am sitting down. Some I do sit up because this past Christmas I did it for the first time. Me and my family, we had like a breakfast brunch type situation, and for the ones who partaked and the ones who didn't, we had like mimosas and everything. And it was like, orange juice, let's say champagne, like I said, like different fruit juices and stuff like that for the first time. And I was the bartender because it was my idea to be like, I want mimosas at brunch. Like, that's what I want to do for, my family. And when I tell you, it was, again, love my family. Love all y'all. Love all y'all. But with love and respect, y'all was acting like these customers out here talking, going like, well, Cam, where's my drink at? Where's my drink at, Cam? Da, da, da. I'm like, guys, this is family time. Like, we're like enjoying, we're fellowshipping with one another, like we're having a good time. But they're like, where's my other one at? Where's my other one? Like, you haven't even finished the first one you had. So again, that's where
you tend to have less patience for family.
You really do. And it's like I'm ready to like drinking mine. I haven't enjoyed mine yet because you're over here asking me for another one. And I'm like having to carry the bottle for free. You're not even tipping me out. Like I having to like have the glass and then go and pour it out, do this, do that, and everything, mix it all together. And they were a hit. Like we cleared out of everything. Like all of our champagne was gone and everything. Thank you, Cousin Pearly, for leaving us champagne in your will. Thank you. Like all of that stuff that we had like just sitting in our house. Like it was just left. Like it was left. So we used that and everything. It was great. It was a fun time. They said, "Oh, mimosas next year too." And I was like, "Okay, great." So now I'm gonna be the bartender then. So at every family function, I am sitting down because again, I'm not trying to work with my family, but then sitting up when if I'm the one who knows how to do it, I'll step up and do it. So
nice.
Yep.
So you would say you were never gonna do that again, or?
No, I would. I would. But not every single family function. Like everyone's like, "Oh, Cam's gonna make a cocktail for the family."
Next time, you just gotta get a tip jar.
I sure do.
So then, whenever someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, where's my drink?" you just
like you said, like, you got money for me?
You don't even say anything. You just put the tip jar on the fridge.
Right? No, sit and buy the drinks.
Exactly.
And a tip for a tip jar also. If you ever put out a tip jar, put like a few dollars in there too, because it makes people more inclined to like, I'm supposed to put money there, instead of being like, can you put some money in? Can you put some money in there?
Yeah. Wow,
you got the strats over here.
Oh yeah.
No, literally. It's been a time.
That's crazy. Okay. This next question, I feel like it's a little weird, but
no, you're good.
I don't know. I didn't write it, but yeah. Okay. So your kid is getting bullied at school, and they physically fight back or get in trouble, and the situation is that they had started the fight to begin with.
I'll go for this one because I got 2 kids.
Okay.
I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. They're in the elementary school, so there's little fights here and there. My rule is you never start the fight, or you don't lay hands on someone first. That's for sure. And if they were to fight you, then you can defend yourself appropriately. Like we're not trying to like seriously hurt someone, like especially if you're bigger than them.
Yeah.
If you start the fight, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing is sitting down.
You'll be grounded.
Yeah, for sure. That happens sometimes. You probably asked that question because my kids recently have gotten in some trouble, but kids would be kids. They're
good
kids.
Every kid.
But they're big personalities too, and they're not scared to stand up to someone.
Throw a punch.
Smack somebody, if you will. You know, but no, I actually wrote that question after you told me that story. So I was like, I was like shook by the thing, like, wow, like this happened before, and I can.
There was a little incident on the bus.
Oh snap!
But you know, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I don't condone fighting. So if it was my kid, like I'm like, don't start the fight.
Don't start the fight.
Handle it in a mature way,
Yeah.
even though you're a kid. Stand your ground if someone's like trying to actually throw hands at you, but don't instigate something like that, right?
Kids these days are serious and scary.
Dude, I remember being a kid back in school, bro. Like it's people like rage bait. It's like little kids rage baiting each other.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, well, your mom's ugly or your dad's. It's like, bro, what the what? It's like I'm just trying to do school, bro.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I just showed
up to do school, bro. And you're like making fun of me for like. My shoes. It's like remember when we were a kid. I don't know. What are those? Bro, our friend, we had him on the show. Our friend Brendan. He's a very big like style guy.
Okay.
Right. He always came to church. He's always got the coolest clothes.
Nice.
Always got the coolest shoes.
Yeah.
He's always flexing on us, right? Okay. So every time I pull up the church, you know me, like I was a white little kid, grew up in school, so I used to wear like the little brown, like I don't even know what you call
those Jesus sandals.
Exactly,
I had a pair of Jesus
sandals, but also just like the most white shoes you could ever see.
Yeah,
like exactly right. And every time I go into church, he'd be like, "What are those?" I'm like,
he goes and cries in the corner. He goes and cries in the corner.
So no, but I don't know what that is. But kids, bro, always fighting over something, right?
Always fighting. And they're very vocal now. They're savage. I'm scared. Of them.
I'm scared of kids too, bro. We were walking around the square area, and there was like a bunch of little kids, and this one kid just like started walking across the street. He was just like cussing like a sailor. He was and he was like 11 years old, like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, where are your parents? Like he was really young, and they were all young. They were just walking by themselves. I'm like, nah, bro, my kids aren't doing that.
No, certainly
right.
Not.
And I feel like that's like the sad thing about this day and age is like you can't trust your kids going out like without watching them, right? Because there's so many like unsafe people out there.
So many, yeah.
But yeah, Ken, what would you say for that question?
Well, I'm sorry for I didn't mean to like framing the question like what I meant to say. Like if your kid was getting bullied at school,
okay,
and then they started a fight with said bully,
yep.
And would they are you sitting up on that? Like, are you like, oh no, I'm defending my child. Like this is like he's been being or she was being bullied. They've had enough, and they if Jared was bullying me, and I finally went up to Jared and was like, hey man, I don't like you. Boom, and I smacked you in the face.
Okay.
And I got in trouble for that, but yet he was again rage baiting me.
Yeah.
Are you sitting up on that or are you sitting down? Like, it's like, okay, no, you're in trouble.
I would still sit down on that because I feel like there's better ways to handle it.
Yeah.
Right? Whenever you go into beat up that bully, you're giving them what they want.
Yeah.
That shows them that you got under your skin and that
that's
they're
they're
affecting you. When you either ignore it or address it in a more like calm tone as like whatever they're doing to you doesn't matter to you, or like it's not affecting you, like I feel like more times than not they'll back off because they're like, what's the point? This kid doesn't even care about me. Right. That's my thought process. But you would be like, let's go.
No, that's not about to say no, because
he like gets home, he just like look around for the wife, like that's my boy. That's my boy.
A lot mature than me because now if my child was getting bullied. And they started a fight. Like
depends on. Here's the thing: the bully is like a very vague. Like, are we talking about like a physical bully, a verbal bully?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Like in your mind, what are you thinking about? Just like, everything.
Well, if there was a physical bully, the first instant that were to happen, I would have nipped that in the bud real quick.
Facts. Just talk to the parents.
Yeah. I think like it's harder when there's like emotional bullying and just like little things where you're like being picked on and it does all pile up because if they're consistently bullying you then they think they have something over you, they think they're stronger than you, so it's probably happening a lot. Now it is a game to them, and so I also understand where it's like I've had enough and I just want to end it. But then also, they could possibly, that's what they want, and they want to win. Bullies are weird. Don't be a bully.
Yeah, I mean, if my kid were to hit someone for being a bully, like, I wouldn't be, like, completely mad at them. Right? Yeah. I'd just be like, hey, you could have handled this a little better.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Next time.
Exactly. I'll say we're handling this way.
But also...
Right?
I know, like, you handled that, didn't you? I know that's right. That's what I taught you. Yeah. Well, but no, again, don't condone violence, but if the situation arises, like, I feel like, no, defend yourself, but again, in a healthy, constructive way to where nobody has
just one punch, not two.
Exactly. Like a little, like, not like a, like, don't make contact, like just bump their shoulder. But, no.
Let them know I'm not the one.
No, exactly. Let them know, let them know.
So Cam's kids are the bullies.
No. I'm not. And
that's right, Junior. You better go in there.
No,
but that's
what I'm gonna say. I'm not telling you to bully first. So
then punching bag
because then like you said, you become the bully. Yeah, that's not cool. But like I said, stand your ground. But say, like I said, don't let nobody tell you who you are and everything, and or don't let nobody mess with you in a way that negatively impacts you. But like, no, like if something happens, like I'm not telling you to punch them in the face, but that's how you learn and you make mistakes. And that's, again, like you said, that's what happens.
My husband and I, every day before the kids get on the bus, we always say, be a leader, not a follower. Make good decisions, show integrity, and be yourself. And if you follow all of those things, you're guaranteed a good day.
Dang, bro.
You guys have that.
Dang, she dropping gems. Like I said, dropping gems off the
where's the pen and paper?
No, where's the pen and paper so we can do that? We'll write that down.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt.
You can make some money off
some merch.
There you go.
Some merch. Let's say Sunday.
We'll drop a link.
$60 per shirt.
So let's say $60 for the hoodie. Let's say
we make commission.
25. Yeah, we make commission on that.
That's crazy.
So speaking of, like I said, choosing right, making good decisions and everything like that.
Okay.
Here's one for me. Saying reality TV is one of the best contemporary art forms right now. Are you sitting up or are you sitting down on that one?
I'm sitting down.
Okay.
I'm not a big reality TV person.
It's okay.
But
it's okay.
I respect that craft 100%.
I'm up and down. I'm down because I think it can be toxic, and I think that there are some things that shouldn't be the general public's business. I think it could hurt. If there's like a cast, it could hurt their family members that have nothing to do with the show. But also, I think it kind of brings like the community together, like what's going on in pop culture right now with like Scamanda and everything. Like people are like talking and communicating with each other that live on the other side of the world or the other side of the country. And it's kind of reassuring being like, okay, we're all in agreement that like this isn't okay, right? Like we should be better people. But it is, it's hurting other people as well. But like we're talking about other people's pain and other people's business or drama or whatever, which not necessarily is any of our business, but it is kind of still bringing people together. So maybe if we can figure out something that is still entertaining, but it's not hurting too many other people, then that's great. But again, I love reality TV. Right. I love talking about it. You and I always have something to talk about.
Like say Tuesday, Wednesdays, we're like, Kayla, you saw that episode, right? Let's say you saw what happened last night, right? But say, we're very like, the community of it and what it does, and it's entertaining in a way because some things I feel like on like reality TV, like maybe like there's been many a fact and many a stories like, oh, this is scripted, this is not real, this is not,
production's
pushing a narrative and pushing a storyline that doesn't, like you said, wouldn't really naturally happen. Yeah. But then I also again think like, well, you signed up for it. Yeah. You are, and again, that's where you're like, well, I am willing to put my business, my drama, like I'm putting myself out there to be judged by other people. Yeah. And just by my opinions, by what I wear, by how I look, all the things, again, which none of that should matter, to be honest. It really shouldn't matter. But then again, like that comes with the territory. That's like me signing up to be under a deep sea diver and I can't swim, but then it's like, well, you signed up to be a deep sea diver, and that's like one of the top qualifications to be able to swim. And then it's like, well, I can't swim, and y'all don't hate me. Yeah. Like all of that stuff is like, well, you signed up for it, or I guess you can vent, but you really shouldn't or you really can't complain about it when either sometimes because of the things that you get from it and all that types of things, but you can always vent about it because again, everybody's going through something. Everybody has like their experience with anything or any conversation that has been said or anything that has happened.
Yeah.
But then it also pertains to, well, again, you signed up for it. This is what comes to the territory. And again, people have come before you. Like the first forefathers of things, like they don't know. But the people now, when it's like, oh, this has been years and years and years of this been going on, like it is, like I said, a thing that comes along with it. Like it can just as easily happen to you as it can happen to me. So I think I'm again like you. I'm like up down with it because yes, do I think it's a great entertainment and it's really good. Like again, it's kind of like back in the day where it was like Friday night, like, oh, we're watching this TV show, or this new episode of this show coming out on Friday night as like kids and everything. But then once we get older and it's like, oh, what's coming out? Like, again, it's just like that same type of notion, like, oh, can't wait for Tuesday, or I can't wait to talk about this tomorrow.
The excitement of like something is coming. Yeah.
Something's coming. Exactly like that. Or with any movie or with any video game or anything like pop culture wise, like again, that we can all have, we all have access to. I feel like, again, what makes it a great art form.
Makes a good conversation starter too.
Yeah,
it's
let's
like see. Is Undercover Boss a reality TV show or no?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like again, it's like that.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, I'll watch that show. I was like, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I say my husband's obsessed with ESPN or all things sports, and he's always watching like their talk shows or whatever, and I always say like this is his reality TV. He hates it. And I'm like, you're talking about like how much money they make, who got arrested this week, who's benched this week because he did so and so, who's cheat, like all this stuff. I'm like, that's reality television, sweetheart. I'm just gonna let you know.
So there you go. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, so you gotta say you got another one question there.
It's a long one.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask it?
Wait. Let me read it.
No, you're good.
Actually, you know what? I'll just read it out loud.
Okay.
So, sit down or sit up. Your best friend drunkenly says they hate your significant other, but the next day you question them about it, and they apologize profusely, and say they would never say something like that. What?
Okay, I think we talked about this before. This has actually happened where like my best friend, my significant other doesn't like, I would be like, he says the same thing about you, but I love you both and it's totally fine. You don't have a relationship with him. He doesn't have a relationship with you, but you have a relationship with me. So, but that's my man. Don't talk about my man like that.
So are you sitting up? Like, I was like, oh, like, would you, like, if your best friend told you that and the next day they're like, oh, I would never say something like that. Are you sitting up like, no, that's what you said and that's what you meant? Or are you sitting down like, well, I guess, like, you were drunk, but, whatever.
I'll sit up because my relationship with my husband comes first.
I know, that's right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. You're second. We're good friends, but watch your mouth.
I still said it.
Yeah. You still said it. No, like you said, really, though.
Yeah.
I do say drunk words are sober thoughts sometimes.
Yes.
And I know that's like a very like known term. Some things are, and then some things like you're like, okay, that was way out of character, but it's because of nonsense. But I think it's because of the spirit and of the liquor, and again, you become more vulnerable when you drink and all the things. So a lot more is on the table to talk about. And again, there's no like limit because like when you're sober of mind, you're like, oh, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Or oh, I can't think that way. Or I can't say that. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Discernment about it and everything. And sometimes people say what they say, and then you're like, well, you said that last night. You confront them, and they're like, no, never. Like if they're like, no, I would never. And it's like, no, I have receipts. Like I have,
man, got voice memo.
No, I got like I was recording you. Like say that one more time, and then like you say,
I hate your husband.
Like I hate your person. Like your person is awful, god awful human being. Can't stand them. Don't want to be around them. Like
that's crazy.
No, like if somebody's,
I think it depends how you are like mentally too going into like drinking. Like if you're in a good mood and you start drinking, then like typically you subconsciously are going to stay in that good mood, and then you probably won't make too many mistakes. Now if you're already in a bad mood or you already have secret beef with someone and then you start drinking, then that might slip out. It just depends on like the moment and whatnot. Always make sure you're in a good mind frame before you start consuming alcohol. Don't go in angry, don't go in sad. No one's trying to deal with that. No. Get that fixed beforehand. That can start problems.
Oh gosh.
But always try to have try to celebrate more if you're drinking so that you don't run into that situation.
Right. Never, like you said, never have any other emotion besides. That was my advice I was given. Like, never go in. Like, if you're angry at a situation, don't go grab alcohol. If you're sad, like, if you're like sad about a situation going on, like, don't grab alcohol.
No,
like,
go grab some help.
Go grab help. No, literally, I'll call Jared. I'll be like, Jared,
talk to someone.
Or it's like, Jared, these people piss me off. Like, I'm definitely like.
Or you could always go for the all-time stretch, just late night snack.
Yeah.
I'm going to binge. Like,
pretty mocktail.
Pretty mocktail. Just like crunch on those burritos and just.
Just eat the whole tub of ice cream tonight.
No, literally. Eat the whole tub of ice cream there tonight. Oh, yeah. No, you're literally stabbing, like, you're just, like, you're walking around, getting in the kitchen, grabbing your bowl, grabbing the spoon, like, doing all that stuff.
That's crazy.
But no, yeah, I would say
so you're sitting up on that one?
I would sit up because, again, like you, like, I would defend my person and be like, hey, like, that's not cool. Like, you're talking about my... Especially if I'm married. Like, I feel like if it was difference between if I was dating the person versus if I was married to them. Like, if
what
I was...
do you do?
Yeah, no, like I said, what do you do to you? Like, what did he say? Like I said, and not, like, again, that's not me being mad at my partner. That's more like, no, I want to figure out so we can communicate this effectively, communicate this healthy, and just, really decipher through, like, what's the issue? Like, what's the root of this, scenario that we're going through right now?
Well, once you're married to, you really know your partner. So you know that if whatever your friend's saying, you'll be able to be like, that doesn't sound like my husband, or this is probably what he meant, or I'll go ahead and have a conversation with him about that if he did something to you that was inappropriate. Now, when you're dating, you're still getting to know that person. So that's when you're like, wait, what happened? Like, what, what I mean? So,
yeah. So, Jared, what would you do?
I would do the same, probably set up. Yeah. I feel like you gotta defend the person. Depend on the situation, like you said. Like, it really depends on, like, what they are, like, mad about. But you still said it, even if you were drunk, right? So I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's what you said.
Just apologize.
Just apologize.
Yes.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with a good apology. Even if you, like, obviously, did the worst thing in the world. If you just said, hey, I've learned that I've made this mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that has anything to do, like, if I hurt you in any sort of way, if that did anything to you that negatively impacted you, then that's all you gotta say. And then that forgiveness is up to the person. It's not up to...
Oh, yeah. Then it's not on you anymore. It's on them.
It's on them because you're giving them, like, so they lay out the forefront for you.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I think we had a pretty good run there.
I think
it's pretty good. We don't even go for super long. We like to try to keep it a little short. It's not super long podcast.
That's perfect.
Before we do leave every podcast, we do this little thing called ending on a good note.
Okay.
So just kind of like any sort of like wisdom or any sort of like encouragement. Maybe like we usually try to like think of everything we talked about in this podcast and like take out bits and pieces of like, okay, what can we take from what we talked about and take that into making it as an encouragement to anyone's watching.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys want to think about some stuff. I was thinking about that as I'm talking, but any sort of thing, like even the thing you said about your kids was pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I feel like
I'll say it one more time for everyone.
100%.
Be a leader.
Let's say.
Be a leader, not a follower. Make good decisions. Show integrity. Be yourself. If you follow all of those things, you're guaranteed a good day.
That's just like good for life.
Yeah.
No, that's good for so kids. Good. Like it's not just for like
walk
a
out
day.
The door
that's for
a
good life.
Yep.
100%.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. Well,
I don't think we can really beat that, right?
No, literally, we should have ended with that.
It
would have kept
let me ramble for a second.
It's like just a minute. So that's the end of the podcast. So that's the end of Sunday Sit Down. Thank you again for coming out. No, I'm just kidding. I would say my good note is, again, like how we were talking about, give more people grace.
Yeah.
And that really, like, again, be kind of like, just gonna be honest, like, be how Jesus was and give grace to, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you're in right now and what you're going through, give grace to those because he gave us grace first. Because, like I said, you could be in that same situation that they are. Or you don't have that struggle that they have.
Yeah.
So give people grace, show them love and compassion for it, and just, give people love, show grace.
Amen, bro.
So more.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll follow up on that and just be more understanding for people, right? Like kind of like you're just saying, like you never know what someone's going through.
Yeah.
You never know what anyone's going through, honestly. So just be more understanding, like going into any situation, if it's going to a bar, going to a restaurant, even just going into work, right? Someone might be mad about something. Like don't walk in there and be like, well, so-and-so is going off, or, you know, start like bad-mouthing them, or even just getting like mad at them for no reason. Like try to have more of that understanding. Because sometimes people just need a friend, man.
Yeah.
Some people just need someone to just like let all their issues out on, right? And sometimes we overlook that, right? Sometimes we just like think like, oh, they're just like this and that's how they always will be, type thing. When it's just like, if you have that energy with everyone, like they probably will stay that same way. But if you kind of take it a different approach and think like, how can I go at this in a different way to help them be better at either their job or be better as a person, anything like that. So yeah, I feel like just being more understanding.
That's good.
So yeah. Nice. Well, there you go. It was a good note.
Yeah, that was our good note.
Episode 7 of the podcast, Sunday Sit Down. Thank you again to our
special
guests for coming on.
So much fun.
Yes, and make sure you guys subscribe, like. Thanks again for every support we've gotten so far. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out,
See ya.